not vlogged in so long. So this feels really weird right now. What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being patient with me. It's been, what, 3 months since I put my last vlog up. I just put the Hawaii vlog up like 2 days ago, and the video before that said it was uploaded 3 months ago. So I'm sorry for that. I'll explain more later on in the vlog why I kind of left for a little bit and just needed a break. And if you've seen any of my Instagram stories or posts, I talked about how I kind of went through burnout a little bit this past month, so that kind of contributed to it as well. But I wanted to get back in the hang of vlogging again because I honestly love it and I missed it. So we're gonna do a little weekend day in the life, kind of what I do by myself because Alex left me for 2 weeks. Sad day. He's in Florida working and I'm here because I had shoots and other things to do here that I couldn't really miss to go down with him. So I've been here by myself, and that's kind of motivated me to actually start creating more content and vlogging more because I don't have anything else really to do aside from like work. I'm not really hanging out with anybody and I don't see him, so I'm kind of just by myself most of the day. So this kind of seems like I'm talking to someone and I'm not so lonely. I've spent the morning cleaning, doing chores. I haven't cleaned the house in like 2 weeks. Normally I do a deep clean every weekend and I didn't do that last week, so things were getting a little grubby. So I spent the morning cleaning, really like deep cleaning the bathrooms and the floors and stuff. So that's done. It is 1:30 and I'm feeling productive today. As you saw too, I put this new filter in. Actually, let me show you. It's by FilterBaby. I'm gonna put the code in the description box once I go look at it again because I forgot what it is. But I really wish I had better lighting throughout this house because I want to talk while I'm walking, but it just turns yellow and dark and not good. Oh, it's getting a little better. Okay. So I realized recently that tap water is actually disgusting and full of a lot of chemicals and chlorine and nasty stuff. And we put that on our face. When we wash our face, we shower in it, we wash our hair with it, we brush our teeth with it. And so since researching a little more and watching videos on what's actually in tap water, I reached out to FilterBaby and wanted to try them because I've been seeing them everywhere, but the concept is so cool. It's literally just a filter that you replace with the aerator on your normal faucet. Like they'll send you an attachment based on your specific faucet that you have, but it's so cute. Look at it. So you can still use the tap water. It's just like a normal filter where you, oh, that's really loud. It's like a normal filter where it has the tap and then you just switch it when you want filtered water. I love the faucet and the way that like the water comes out, by the way. It's like a little shower. Going to save so much bacteria. Oh my gosh, actually, I kind of cleaned it because I was a little self-conscious and I was like, that's actually disgusting. This is orange. I don't know what causes it to be orange. I think it's the bacteria and crap, but that is what I've been washing my face and brushing my teeth with, and I want to throw up. Super excited to try this out and like see how much it changes my skin. Also want to get one for my shower because I've heard it helps with hair growth as well. If you guys want to try out a filter for yourself, I will link my discount code below and the link to get a filter. I have kind of a chill day today. For the first time in a while, I'm making myself not do a million things one day of the weekend because typically I've been so busy lately that all of my weekend is spent just catching up on chores and meal prepping and grocery shopping and running errands. So I don't actually feel like I can rest, and I think that's taken a toll on me. Having one day of the weekend to just let myself sleep in, don't wake up with an alarm, have a slow morning, do what I want, get my house cleaned, and then just chill the rest of the day or do things that I actually want to do. Cleaning had to happen today though because things were gross. I'm gonna set you up here and we're gonna chat for a little bit because I haven't talked to you guys in forever and I have some things to catch you up on. A lot has happened in the last several months. I don't even have like a list of bullet points or things I want to talk about. I just want to chat with you guys for a bit, and I'm not gonna make it long. But basically, if you watched my Hawaii vlog, you kind of saw how I was talking about being tired and just like fatigued easily and mentally kind of all over the place. My mind wasn't remembering things. I was like forgetting stuff in Hawaii, and I just felt tired. I think I said I felt tired or weak or struggling at some point in the vlog like 12 times. And my friend Mackenzie, if you guys watched that part, I was talking about being tired and all over the place, and she brought it up to me, and I didn't realize this till I was watching the vlog and editing it, that like she was right. But she said something about me going nonstop and just doing a lot lately and kind of running myself to the ground. And so she was like, don't you think you need a little bit of time to actually rest and not be doing stuff nonstop? And at the time I was like, yeah, like that's what this trip is for. I'm on vacation, I'm resting, I'm relaxing. But in reality, I literally worked that entire trip. Aside from like the moments where we were on the beach tanning for a couple hours or snorkeling and stuff. But even then, like those kind of excursions and things, like going snorkeling, riding on the boat, doing like a whole day of a tour, it's not actually relaxation. Like it's fun, but you're still going all day nonstop on your feet doing things. So I didn't actually get a chance to rest and just chill. And that's kind of what I want to do on vacation, like especially Hawaii. Like there's so many things to do. So I wanted to have as many experiences there as I could. But on top of that, I was shooting a wedding there. I had another shoot while I was down there as well. Also had to edit, because when I shoot weddings and photos, I like to give them a sneak peek of several pictures within a few days of the shoot, you know? I was working on that. I was doing check-ins. I was talking to new leads, setting people up with their new programs, and having to think about content, vlogging, but also making stuff while I was there. It was just a lot to think about. And I didn't realize it in the moment because I was just like so excited about being there and wanting to get as much content as I could, because I love creating content. I wanted to capture everything that I could. Didn't stop moving the whole time we were there. Didn't really sleep that well because half the time I was acclimating to the time change. When we got home from Hawaii, I didn't really have a chance to settle back in from vacation. I had to just go as soon as we got home. And so I realized a couple weeks ago that I have not had an actual break from life and just like an actual time to be able to rest and not think about work or content or anything in years. Honestly, since like 2020, even a little bit before that, I haven't had a break of any kind. And it's actually since then progressively gotten more and more busy. Like my life has changed a lot. I moved states by myself. I don't know if this has anything to do. It's a stressor. So, and not a lot of you guys know this because I don't talk about it, but I was supposed to be getting married in 2020 and wedding was called off. We broke up. And so that's why I moved out here. So it was like stressing from the breakup into moving to a new state by myself, not having an actual job, trying to like go full-time with photography here because I had kicked off in Denver. Didn't want to stay there for obvious reasons, and I just needed a change of scenery, so I moved out here, which was great, and it's been the best decision of my entire life. I met Alex, and I'm so happy. But since then, I've kind of started progressively getting more and more busy, and I'm a type of person that loves creating, loves being busy, loves like being productive. I have to be doing something, and I have a hard time actually relaxing. So going from like a stressful situation like that to being as productive as possible, doing as much as I can, trying to like be successful and focus on myself, I kind of got caught up in the rut of I have to be working all the time, not just creating for fun, but like it's kind of turned into, right now I have 3 jobs technically, my photography job, coaching, and like content creation and Instagram, and I freaking love all of them. Like I'm not complaining at all, but I'm just saying I haven't given myself rest because I've constantly been bouncing back from one job to the other, and there's like always something to do, always something to create or think about or deal with problems or get back to people. And on top of that, I competed last year, so that's just adding more stress to the stress that I've already been creating for myself. Good and bad stress, but your body doesn't see good and bad stress any differently. And so I think that's caused me to burn out, not want to do anything. And it was like a little over a month ago now, but I started feeling really weak and like had trouble focusing on work, and I thought it was just my ADD and was trying to deal with it, but I was still trying to push myself. I wasn't taking breaks. I was like not listening to the cues that my body was telling me. Like, we need to slow down. We can't concentrate this much. We can't work this hard. We need a break. And I wasn't listening to that. So a month ago, my body just like shut down. One day I was like, I feel like I could sleep all day. I feel like I don't want to work. I don't want to work out. I don't want to eat healthy. I don't want to cook. I don't want to do anything except sleep and stay in bed and watch YouTube videos. Or literally there were times where I would just like lay down or sit in my car and just stare. I wanted to be productive. My mind was like, we need to create. I wanted to so bad, but my body and my mind were just shutting down on me. And I've heard of burnout, and I know like people talk about feeling burnt out all the time because they're super busy, but there's a point where you literally, it's not just like oh, I'm sick of doing this because I've been doing it for so long. Like, my body and my mind gave up. And so it took like for a solid 3-4 weeks, I would wake up in the morning, have my coffee, try to get work done, but it took everything in me to like just check in with my clients. That would take all day, or just edit one session that would normally take me a few hours, took me all day, because I would just zone out or get too tired and have to take naps. I took like 3 naps a day at one point. And on top of that, not only did I not want to work out, but my body just felt fatigued doing anything. And it's still kind of feeling like that. I'm still dealing with just physically feeling tired, and my workouts have not been great for about a month. So I'm still showing up and doing what I can, but there are days where I just like, I have to listen to my body, and if it doesn't want to do 30 minutes of cardio or it doesn't want to lift super heavy, I just go as light as I want to or feel like I should, and sometimes do cardio, sometimes do a lighter version like walk outside or walk on a treadmill. But sometimes, honestly, I just don't do cardio, and I don't do my lifting sessions. Like, I'll usually do one or the other, but my body can't handle cardio and weights right now. I don't want to ramble too much either, but I just want to kind of catch you guys up on what I've been dealing with. And I really wanted to make a vlog when I was in this rut, feeling burnt out and exhausted. I just couldn't get myself to do it. So, and I didn't want to make a vlog of me just like being a downer or crying or not being my normal chipper self, because talking like this and focusing on something to talk about took so much energy. So I took the whole month last month to just do whatever my body was telling me to do. If that was not do anything one day, not even work, or make content or post on Instagram or work out, then I wasn't gonna do it. And I was just honestly listening to my body throughout the entire day and only doing what I felt like doing. And it was so hard because I've kind of conditioned myself to have to be doing something all the time. And if I take one day and do nothing, I feel like a failure. And that sounds bad, but like, it's true. I beat myself up so much for not being productive or like not doing as much as I could in a day. So I'm learning now to not put so much pressure on myself and not have such high expectations for what productive looks like for me. So yeah, that is a little catch up on how I've been doing. I'm feeling better now. I needed to just take that time to rest. I've incorporated walks outside. I'm trying to do it every day. My coach is telling me to do it like at least 10 minutes a day outside to get the sunlight in too, because that's really important for your mood to get that vitamin D outside. But not gonna lie, sometimes I just like don't have the motivation to get up and go outside. And so I just stay inside. If you've seen any vlog of mine, you probably have heard me talk about how I have gut problems. I have a whole video on like my gut and bloating and what I do to help that. But that was also flaring up a bit because I wasn't working out as much and wasn't eating as healthy. Indigestion and bloating and just discomfort, and wasn't going to the bathroom as much. And I got my hormones checked. Like, I got a whole blood panel done a few months ago, and everything came back normal, but I did not feel normal. I knew that this was not how I should be feeling. So I reached out to somebody who's actually like, he coaches bodybuilding people. So he works with athletes, also is a functional medicine practitioner. And I honestly love that functional medicine looks into like the root cause. They don't look at the broad range and be like, oh, you're normal, don't know what to tell you. They actually find out the root cause of things and can tell you what symptoms are linked to what issues in your body, and they take more of a deep dive to actually treat the problem and get everything back to normal. So I met with him and it was so encouraging. Oh my gosh, I talked to him for like an hour and a half and he's told me so much. And part of the reason that I've been feeling this burnout is because not only are my hormones not normal like my test said, but I have an estrogen dominance problem, low progesterone and higher estrogen levels, and they should be at a different level, like more even, I think. For certain parts of your cycle, obviously they fluctuate as a girl. My progesterone levels are just always lower than they should be, and so that's creating an estrogen dominance, which creates other problems, and I can go into that later, like in a different video once I get more results and stuff. But my estrogen that is actually dominant is still low, so my hormones should be up here, mine are down here. That explains why my periods have been so bad. I PMS like crazy, and I've had bad periods my whole life, and I've had stomach issues my whole life, but they've recently got worse progressively in the last few years, and I feel like I PMS for 2 weeks and it's so bad. So I really only feel normal 1 week out of the month. I knew that that was not normal, and I knew that like the fatigue and everything I'm experiencing is not just because I'm overworking myself, but there's an underlying issue. And so I knew I needed to get something checked because my hormones, I could just feel it, like something is off. So I'm really glad I talked to him. He gave me a lot of answers, but he said that it looks like I have a lot of issues in my gut as well, and that could be contributing to literally all of my symptoms. My burnout, my ADD, my trouble focusing, my gut issues, like my sensitivities to foods. Your body should be able to tolerate pretty much every food if it's a healthy, balanced gut. And so he thinks that my gut is not balanced, and I knew that, like I've known that my whole life. I just have not found somebody that's told me that and knows how to fix it. On top of my hormone blood test, we also took a stool test, which if you don't know, that means poop. Not the greatest thing ever. I actually hated it, but I've done it before, and I went to an actual GI doctor and they said everything was fine. And I was like, no, it's not. My gut sucks. Like there's something wrong. And so we're doing it again for a second time. I'm sending it to, actually just sipped it off yesterday, and he's gonna let me know what the next steps are once he gets to actually look at the actual bacteria in my gut and what's off and what needs to be fixed. So we'll know in a couple weeks. The fact that I know what is causing all of my problems makes me feel really good, and I'm just excited to get to the bottom of it, find out what's wrong, and get in a good routine where I know what to do to fix it, you know? And that kind of leads me into the last point, which will be quick, but I talked about this in December over Christmas, that Christmas vlog, that I was training with the new coach, and I love her, she's amazing, but my goal was to compete this summer, and I didn't really announce it because I didn't want to say anything until I was like booked for a show and it was actually happening. But I really wanted to do that this summer, so I was supposed to be starting a prep right now, and because all this happened this past month and like my hormones are clearly not where they should be and my gut health needs to be fixed, I am not going to be competing this summer. I just really want to fix my health first and put that before my selfish desires of wanting to compete or wanting to like be lean again. I'm not able to train as hard. I'm not losing fat like I should be able to. And I just feel like if I were to put myself through a prep right now, it would not be optimal. I don't want to just go into one because I want to be lean again or work on getting leaner. But I was excited to cut for summer and like had some really fun things planned for my next like prep series and stuff. So I was excited for that, but I really think I need to just put my health first, and I don't want to put myself through a prep if I'm not optimally healthy. If I'm already feeling this tired and I'm already having issues with getting things done now in my off season while working out and maintaining like a workout schedule and meal plan and stuff, I don't want to put myself through that, and I really think I could not go through that right now. I would have to stop. So putting myself first, putting my health first before my desires of wanting to compete. So it'll happen eventually. I think my goal is to do one at the end of the year, possibly, if we can get everything fixed and I feel ready to do one. So yeah, all that to say, I said I wasn't gonna talk forever. Ellie, come on. Over 30 minutes. So I am gonna go, but I just wanted to catch you guys up on how things have been. I have some very exciting news. It doesn't have to do with competing, but it's a big life update. Some of you guys might know it because I've only told a few people. Exciting things are coming very soon. I can't believe how fast time is going, honestly, but I'm gonna do another video, I think, in a week or so and update you guys on this new exciting announcement. So yeah, I thought about making this into a whole other vlog, but I might just end it here and do another like day in the life type of vlog because this is already so long. So surprise, this turned into a whole talking video, but I haven't done it in a while. I haven't talked to you guys in a while, and I wanted to, yeah, just sit down and chat with you guys and fill you in because you've been following my life for over a year now, and I don't want to just disappear for 3 months and then surprise, like I'm back, but I'm not gonna explain why I was gone, you know? I want to fill you in and kind of let you know what's going on in my life. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please hit like if you enjoyed this, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.